All right. Peace and blessings. All praises to the Most High. A black couple in Spotsylvania, Virginia, were almost killed when they were chased, threatened, and ran off the road by a group of three racist white supremacists when they ran over some debris and stopped to check their car out. Now, this is a picture of one of the young ladies, and I'm not sure if that is Jamaria Gaskins or her wife, Amylah Majors. But that is one of the two young ladies. And let me show you a picture of their car before I give you the details. That is what their car looked like after they were forced into a crash after being chased by this woman, this man, and I'm not going to show the other picture of the other man because in his picture, he is actually exposing his backside to the young women, reportedly on a still shot of this video. Now, let this young lady tell you guys what happened from what she understands. And I'm using this video in fair use for commentary and literary purposes only. Check out another horrific incident of racism right here in the heart of America.
Good morning, players. So I posted about this horrific incident that occurred in Spotsylvania, Virginia, on my Facebook last night. And many of you are wondering, why are the people responsible only charged with misdemeanors? Well, this morning I placed a call to the Spotsylvania County, Virginia authorities, and they said that more charges may be pending. But as of right now, the investigation is ongoing. Let's talk about this horrific incident and what the victims in this case allege happened. And according to reporting, some of it may be on video. So on July 20th in Spotsylvania County, Virginia, at around 6:30 p.m., a black couple, Amylah Majors and Jamaria Gaskins, were on Partlow Road when they accidentally drove over some debris and they heard some thumping noises from the car. So they decided to pull over and investigate. Well, before they could even get out of the car, they saw a white man give them the thumbs up, and they was like, okay, he's going to come and help us. Well, shortly after that, he was joined by this female and another male, in which they began to call them the N-word and spout threats. And one of them even exposed himself, pulling down his pants to show his. So, of course, they decided to flee. Well, those people weren't going to let it go. So they got in their vehicles and began chasing them down the road. One of them was on a four-wheeler in which they allege that he pulled out a weapon and pointed it directly at the driver's window. Amylah said she thought she was going to die. Now, because of this chase, a car crash happened, and Amylah was ejected from the vehicle. She said she woke up in the hospital with a fractured spine, broken clavicle, broken ribs, severe concussion for both of them, and multiple head injuries. Now, the Spotsylvania County Sheriff's Office has identified two of the people responsible for this horrific attack, and they have filed misdemeanor charges against them, Mark Goodman and Elizabeth Worley. Now, Worley is charged with one count of pointing and brandishing a firearm, while Goodman is facing a charge of indecent exposure after he was recorded exposing his backside to the couple. A third person recorded during the incident was not charged with any crime at this time.
All right, and I'm going to stop it right there for a minute. They said that this incident was caught on tape. And the only charges that those white people are getting is a misdemeanor brandishing a firearm and a misdemeanor indecent exposure after this young lady suffered a fractured spine, fractured clavicle, broken ribs, severe head trauma, and multiple other injuries, including concussions. Basically, a near-death experience caused by these people after they were simply stopping on a road to check out their vehicle. And these evil individuals, unprovoked, as we talk about in Cincinnati, unprovoked, these evil people got out called them all types of N-words and racial slurs, chased them. When these people tried to get away, tried to disengage, so much so that the woman pointed out a gun, chased her on a four-wheeler, pointed a gun at her, and caused them to run off the road while this young lady was ejected from the car. Two black women minding their own business, not in a street fight. This is a tragedy. But what's most disturbing is what the sheriff in his office has to say about it. That's why I stopped it on the sheriff's statement. Let's read his complete statement real quick. He said investigation is underway following a dispute involving a firearm and offensive conduct. He's calling it a dispute when clearly this was a targeted racial hate crime. Nevertheless, we know the games they play. Let's read. On July 20th, 2025, deputies from the Spotsylvania County Sheriff's Office responded to a reported dispute involving a firearm in the 4300 block of Park Line Road. During the course of the incident, a related motor vehicle crash also occurred. Deputies conducted a preliminary investigation at the scene, which resulted in the two individuals being charged with brandishing a firearm and indecent exposure. The case remains active and is currently underway under investigation by the Criminal Investigations Division. The sheriff's office is also aware of a video circulating on social media that appears to be connected to this incident. The footage, and that is where the Instagram post stops as far as I can see. But best believe you know what he's going to say. The footage doesn't depict the full incident in its entirety, and people should not rush to judgment before all the facts have come out. Right? Ain't we heard that before? But these are the facts that these white people in Spotsylvania County. Now, once again, Spotsylvania is in the Commonwealth of Virginia, a notoriously, historically racial state. I spent 20 years in Virginia, so I've seen it firsthand. But Spotsylvania County is about 70% white, maybe 15% black. I met a few girls from Spotsylvania back in the day, and but that those backwood areas of Virginia are rife with this kind of backwood type behavior. Now, again, this happened on July 20th. 2 weeks have gone by, and we are just hearing about it. This post was made just today, and they're saying the same thing that Amylah Majors and Jamaria Gaskins were racially attacked in Spotsylvania County after stopping their car to a problem. They thought a man was coming to help them, but instead 3 white people came out with guns, yelled racial slurs, and chased them while escaping. One man pointed a gun at them, causing them to crash. He was thrown out of the car and got serious injuries, broken spine, head wounds. Her wife had minor injuries. 2 people arrested, only got minor charges. And now the couple is asking for justice and hopes hate crime charges will be added after police investigate. The suspects, Mark Goodman, 59, and Elizabeth Worley, are scheduled to appear in court for arraignment September 20th, 2025. And I might just take that trip up there to see what they got going on. Even on, I guess, Ben Crump reposted the incident as well. This article even mentioned that the couple called the police, got back into their car, and continued down the road to get away. But they followed them. One of them allegedly pulled up beside them on a 4-wheeler and pointed a gun right at Major's head. This caused them to crash their car, with Majors being ejected out of the vehicle. In that moment, we truly believe we weren't going to make it out alive. I am beyond grateful to be alive. Major sustained severe injuries, including a fractured spine, broken clavicle, broken ribs, severe concussion, multiple head injuries that required staples. Her wife walked away with minor injuries, but they both were assaulted, traumatized, and nearly killed. As for Goodman and Worley, they've been charged with misdemeanors, including branding a firearm an indecency exposure. So this incident happened. This is real life. This is real life. So all of the people who are outraged about what happened in Cincinnati of white people being brutally attacked for no reason, as they try to portray it on the news, this happened before then. This happened July the 20th. So we can't say that the white people did this in response to what happened in Cincinnati. This is just racist white people's nature in the backwoods, in the blue-bread, inbred parts of America. And thank God that those ladies survived. There is no basis for their racial attack. They thought the man was coming out to help them. But that is the actions of a coward. Only a coward will see a person in distress and then make their distress even worse. And even worse, as you know, I was debating with the lady the other day on the phone. Well, we have the hate crime bill. We have the hate crime bill. We got that. When has it ever been used in a situation like this? Every case I've covered that has been racially charged and racially motivated, I've yet to see the hate crime bill implemented in these situations. Y'all tell me if y'all seen it when black people are attacked by white people. But I have seen it when black people, quote unquote, attack white people. Or, you know, black people get in a dispute. Just in those words that the sheriff used, well, there was a dispute involving a firearm. You see how they play? It wasn't a dispute. These people came out and chased and threatened these people and terrorized these people. That wasn't a dispute. And that is the wordplay that we see here in these situations. But again, America the Great, right? America is beautiful. Racism doesn't exist. We all should just get along. Stop spreading hate, right? I did this to no one. But we must realize that these type of people exist until everybody, even on as the Cincinnati police chief says, on both sides, until everybody realizes that and everybody is willing to do something about that to these people on both sides. Both sides of the people need to address these people since everybody is not like this. Why isn't there no white people condemning, demeaning, going after, protesting, being outraged towards these white people for what they're doing to black people? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all see the number 919-587-7782. Thank y'all for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And as always, peace and blessings. As the scripture says, all things that are hidden shall be revealed, and those things done in secret shall be exposed on the mountaintop.
Let's go, Rich. Let's go. You watching Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. Give you the truth before fake news throw mud in it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it, you should tune in to Telehouse Publishing. Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. The propaganda grammar, don't believe none of it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it, you should tune in to Telehouse Publishing. Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. Give you the truth before fake news throw mud in it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it, you should tune in to Telehouse Publishing.
Negroes have listened to the trickery and the lies and the false promises of the white man now for too long.